Today, I want to remind you that essayists, like all writers, bring their reading skills to their writing. When a draft is done, writers become readers, rereading the draft to think, how does this match my internal checklist? In this instance, argument essays. Writers also read asking, can I follow my own thinking? Does it ring true? And when they find problems, writers have the courage to fix them, even if it means changing some of their original ideas. Today, I'm going to suggest you all take the first 10 minutes of your writing time to become readers and to use your best reading skills to reread your writing really well, making plans for what you'll do to improve the draft. First, take the checklist on argument writing that you already know well, the one from last year, and make absolutely sure this draft illustrates everything that is on that checklist. I want to remind you that you need to become your own coach. And like the best coaches of basketball teams, you need to be sticklers with yourself. You need to be super tough. If you do something that is on the checklist, but only do it once or twice, will you check it off yes and say, I'm done? No way. So watch how I reread a part of my draft for just one item on the seventh grade checklist and remind yourself of how to read with high standards. I'm going to reread looking for how I explained my evidence. On the checklist, it says I included varied kinds of evidence such as facts, quotations, examples, and definitions. I analyzed or explained the reasons and evidence, showing how they fit with my claims and build my argument. I'm checking in on a part of my essay I haven't shared with you yet. It comes later on in my draft. Because Margot is so caught up in her own pain, she hurts others. Margot wants to go home even though it costs thousands of dollars. That's a lot of money. The narrator says it would mean the loss of thousands of dollars to her family. This shows that Margot is not thinking how much money it would cost to go home. I'm not sure how well I did evidence work here. I'm using evidence from the text, and I included a direct quotation. So I do have the textual evidence like the checklist suggests. But did I really explain my evidence and show how it fits with my claim and builds my argument? Let's see. I do say this shows. So I'm kind of trying to explain why I picked that evidence, but something isn't really working. My claim is that when you can't get over your pain, you hurt people. But now I'm talking about the money her family might lose. It's all about the money, and I never really explained why and how that relates to pain or hurting people. So, writers, I could fix this up. I could think about all I know about explaining evidence, making it clearly fit with the claim, and try to make that quote fit better. But as I say this, I'm thinking that if I'm really truly being tough on myself, I really truly need to read with high standards. If I'm really trying to make this the best it can be, I have to be willing to ask myself the tough question, does this part still work? And reflect on the thinking, not just the writing style, before I will be able to fix the confusion. I just don't think this paragraph works. It's evidence, sure, but not the most important evidence to go with my claim, which is why I'm having trouble explaining things. Writers, it's time to take a look at your work. Go back to the lesson platform for the next activity.